It's the WOW Show, Women on Women. I'm Shazmin Shamsuddin.
I'm Joanne Campopo.
And I'm Ning Zura.
And today's guest needs no introduction.
Yes.
There she is. Siapa tak kenal? Siti Kasim.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Well, ada yang tak kenal. bukan
Ada yang tak
semua.
kenal. Okay.
Yes.
For that reason, I will give you an introduction. Of course, Siti
Yeah.
Kasim is a lawyer. She's an activist and an unapologetic truth teller who's not afraid to say it how it is and to be quite macam mana? Lantang,
Bold.
in your
face.
explanation and in your face. So whether that rubs you the right way or the wrong way,
Yeah.
well, that's on you lah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'll speak up my mind, because I absolutely believe whatever I said. So that is why I am very comfortable talking about things.
Yeah. Well, one of the issues we always have in dealing with, even our personal philosophies are people on the outside looking in, with a holier than thou attitude.
Yes.
Betul tak? And you're at the butt end of that sometimes.
Oh, a lot of times. Yes. Well, you know how I deal with it is very simple. Maybe because, again, as you have said, that I'm much older. When I'm younger, I don't think probably I can handle all the rubbish that I get, nowadays. But because I'm older, I think I'm more confident, with myself. I know who I am. And I know where my moral compass stands, and so therefore I'm not afraid to speak up what I believe, the truth for me. And fortunately, a lot of people do share the same mindset as well.
Yeah.
Well, you did mention that as you grow older, your belief systems change, right?
Yeah, well, not believe in terms of faith. Okay, you see, when I'm smaller or younger. I used to question a lot. That is my makeup. I question everything. I don't just accept, for example, in one Ugama class, the Ustaz was, adamant about God create these, he was saying about God and explaining that God creates everything in this world. Everything. So, being a curious mind, of course, when you're younger, you tend to wonder, okay, if everything has a creator and, the world is created by God, then who creates God? I said. I actually asked the Ustaz.
What did the Ustaz
Yeah,
say?
the Ustaz wasn't happy at all. He actually warned me and said that I shouldn't ask such question. I will become a murtad. That's what he said lah.
Yeah, I've had almost the same experience in school, and I think I was 10 or 11 years old. So I understand where they're coming from, but I also think that, it's 2025. I think educators, especially in the agama space, should be able to answer these questions.
Correct.
That, that go well with what religion is teaching us about Islam. So I think the approach of Ustaz and Ustazah back then could have been a lot better.
Well, I don't think they are getting better now either. You will see a lot of the, not all, of course, they are good ones. Some ustads, they call these celebrity ustads.
The ones who make money with their products.
That's it. Yes, thank you very much.
They're very famous and they're very rich.
Nowadays, ustads make money a lot out of their so-called, dakwah. And I absolutely detest that, because clearly in Islam, in the Quran, that it says that, there shouldn't be any money involved when you are, trying to preach, spreading the religion and all that. There shouldn't be any money. But somehow that is the trend that Malaysia seems to be taking on.
Okay.
And there is nothing being done against this type of preachers who, by our authorities, instead, when we question them, you are going to get the brunt of the force of the law. And that's where I have an issue with the way my own faith being used by certain people who call themselves preachers to make money and to to me, it's a very bad reflection of Islam. Yes. But of course, because I'm not an ustazah, and because they think that I have colored hair, I don't cover my hair. So whatever I said, shouldn't be listened by others. Yeah. So that's why they try to shut me down, make up stories about me and stuff
What is
like
the
that.
most ridiculous story that has been made up
You can
about
clear
you?
your name here. Tell them what
Oh,
it means.
okay.
Yes.
I mean, number one, of course, they call me Musuh Islam. I don't know
How did that happen?
I don't know. Just because I try to portray Islam in a nicer, sort of view or practice. Yes, like not going after the LGBTIQ community. Don't oppress them. Don't persecute them. And so they say that I am pro LGBTIQ. Yes, I am pro of their rights to live their life peacefully. That is something I'm not ashamed of to declare. But also because I stand to not be afraid of the religious authorities. They shouldn't be like someone we worship. That is what they want us to worship. These so-called ustads, and all that.
And you're not allowed to question them.
Yeah, not allowed. Yeah. And in fact, a lot of these ustads try to portray that, I'm a murtad. That's really, really bad. I mean, even in the Quran, God clearly says if you call someone a murtad, the sins are really, really big. You shouldn't call anyone murtad. If you don't know, yourself, because only God can judge you, right? But that's the way it is in Malaysia. Then all the followers will be, oh yeah, she's a murtad. She's not a Muslim. When they don't even understand the meaning of Islam, being a Muslim, actually, to me, faith is very personal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How I worship my God is my issue, my problem.
Yeah.
But it's not on the outlook.
Yes,
Which is what they're
that's
doing
right.
half
Yes,
the time. I get that too.
Yeah, you see, I'm sure all of us go through
Yeah.
certain time with this kind of rubbish from the brainwash mindset. Yes.
So that being said, right, what has life taught you about judgment and being judged?
Oh,
Especially considering, you're in such a public space.
yeah. Very easy. Number one, you need to believe in yourself first. If you yourself doubt of your own knowledge and capacity and what you stand for, then you get shaken when you get negative, voices against you. So you must be confident about yourself and believe in what you said. Because if you don't, you just say it because you want likes or you want to be popular, and you actually don't believe in it yourself, then you are not going to stick with it, you see. You are going to sway according to what the public wants you to say. So that's my stand. People may not like what I said, but I believe in what I said. And like, for example, I get a lot of hatred that I support that the LGBTIQ community to live their life peacefully, not to be persecuted. Even when they go and buy nasi lemak, also kena tangkap. Just because they dress as a woman. So, this is not Islam in my eyes. So they disagree with me because to them, in the Quran, the way they have been taught, that, you must persecute this community that go against God,
Yeah.
What they do may be a sin, but they will have to answer themselves.
Yeah, let them answer lah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Simple for me. If there is no harm done to others, if
dia beli nasi lemak je kot.
exactly, yeah. So what's wrong with that? Kan? So itulah dia. I have this problem accepting this persecution
Right.
against a community who just want to live their life peacefully.
Okay, so you say you have a lot of haters, and they hate you for, I guess, being so vocal about these issues. Do you think part of it also is your approach, your voice, your stance when you voice these things out?
Maybe. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, right?
I know we're at an age where we don't give a shit,
Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
But
I've
could the
always been like
approach-
this.
yeah,
From
yeah.
small, I've always been. I don't think I've been any different, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not a hypocrite. One thing I
Yeah.
always said, I hate hypocrites. You tend to be so sweet and nice in front of the public. And yet you are such a bitch behind, I rather people see me as I am. So maybe, as I said, you can't please everybody. People who takes you as you are will accept you as you are. And so as long I know that I don't go overboard or anything like that lah. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, like, let's talk about moral gatekeeping, rejecting moral gatekeeping and embracing complexity, Do you feel that, you've come to a stage and point where even the moral gatekeeping itself does not make sense to you?
Of course it's not, I mean, as a human being, you naturally will know that catching people, for example, so-called khalwat, in a closed room, in a private space, by consensual adults. That is their problem. Why do you want to say that, oh, this is against the religion? Again, I will repeat, I always believe whatever they do, if it's against the religion, it's a sin, they will answer to God.
But a lot of times, of course, these authorities use
Yeah.
religion as a base for
Everything.
The
The persecution.
You're not moral in this, so we are going to prosecute you.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. They should actually show where in the Quran it says that you have the right to take action, persecute people who are doing so-called immoral things. This is the whatever you see right now, all the punishment in the Sharia courts. Because I'm talking about Sharia courts in Malaysia, because no other court of law actually punish you for khalwat, except Sharia court, right? And then also so-called doing things which is to them, their belief is that it's against the religion. You see, first of all, everybody knows in Islam you're not supposed to mengayatkan orang, like.
Well, that's so common on social media.
Correct. You mengayatkan orang, meaning you actually expose
them.
that person's sins and wrongdoing. So what is that? You are going against the religion itself, So you are not supposed to expose someone's wrongdoings or sins, in public for the world. What are they doing by exposing the people they caught as so-called khalwat? Those people who drink alcohol, those people who actually don't fast during Ramadan. In fact, they are not even eating in public. Some of them are eating in a hidden place somewhere. They go and find these people and dig them out. Isn't that mengayatkan orang? I mean,
that
again,
action of mengayatkan.
unless to be honest, again, it is debatable. But we are not allowed to debate about these issues.
Yeah.
Whether we can actually not fasting during Ramadan. If you say something, then they will call you as anti-Islam. Your version is not according to the government version.
Yeah.
What they want
That's
to.
the important government version.
Yes.
That's what.
Then it's not Quran version.
Yeah.
That's it for me lah. I do believe Islam is not that difficult. To be a Muslim is not that difficult. In Islam, you just need to be a good person. Try your best to live your life helping others if you can. Be kind, be compassionate, all the good things.
Yeah.
It is very simple actually, but they make it to be a Muslim in this country very difficult.
Yep.
But I think every religion most of the religion, if you talk about of the Tao, everything, Hinduism,
yes.
Buddhism, we emphasize on kindness, gratitude, empathy, all the good things. That's it. But it's human being yang macam
Exactly.
tokok tambah
It's
and
the
add on to the
enforcers.
rules. Yeah,
People
and
say,
regulation
why
of
do
it.
you talk so much?
Complicated.
So much about Islam only. Why not about other religion? You
Yeah.
see, they question why I always talk about the way Islam is being managed, or being taught in Malaysia, because no other religion in this country being controlled by law. I mean, as a
Taoist,
Taoist, Buddhist, Christians.
Hindu.
They don't have punishment if they don't follow the guidelines of their religion. But in Islam in Malaysia, we have laws against us. And they keep on piling up with more and more laws. And I absolutely do not agree at all that my faith being regulated by laws. Because if I
Laws
do not...
are human,
exactly, man-made human.
man-made.
But people seem to think the punishment being meted out by the Sharia courts are actually God's laws. It's not actually. For example, not many Malays know about the RUU 355. Do you all know about it?
No.
Okay, right now the maximum punishment in the Sharia court is 3 years imprisonment, 5,000 ringgit fine, and then the 6 lashes. Okay.
Wow.
So that's the maximum punishment. So if you are caught drinking, they can punish you for like whatever maximum 3 years imprisonment or 5,000 ringgit fine, or they can lash you as well. So depends on the states the punishment, but that's the maximum they can go. But right now there is a proposal with the RUU 355. Of course, introduced by PIS, Parti Islam Malaysia, and now being adopted by I don't know, because they haven't brought it out yet, but they keep saying they are going to bring out to the parliament. They want to increase this punishment from 3 years imprisonment to 30 years imprisonment.
Whoa.
Okay, from 5,000 ringgit to 100,000 ringgit.
Why do you think that's so?
Wait, from 6 lashes
To triple.
100 lashes.
What?
Okay, now you see, the
This
Malays
is like
seem
the
to-
golden age now.
Yeah, it's like, isn't this a bit
A bit
excessive?
extreme juga.
Where do they pick up these numbers? Number one, okay, these are all human numbers being put in. I mean, when Hadi Awang proposed this bill, it was death at first, and then he withdrew that death punishment. Like being an apostate, you can be punished to death. Zina, you can be. He want to follow the so-called traditional.
Yeah,
the hudud thing.
hudud.
So I question that. You see, to me, there is no 100,000 ringgit fined in the Quran. There is no 30 years imprisonment in the Quran, and there is no 100 lashes in the Quran. For what? For drinking alcohol? For khalwat? For all those what? If you go against the religious authorities, do you know it's an offense under the Sharia court?
What do you mean by if you go?
Let's say you
against
disagree like what I do all the time, right? I say I disagree with what our religious minister said. I can be punished under that.
Just for
Just for
disagreeing.
questioning and
Yes, you are not supposed to go against them. Yeah,
Wow, it looks like something's never changed, yeah?
yeah.
It's 2025,
whatever
it's
they
getting
say,
worse.
you have to follow. You cannot go against them. And if you go against them, there is a law, to punish you for that. Okay.
And is this bill being passed?
The RUU 355? Not
Yeah.
yet. The Madani government said they will put forward to the parliament eventually. Yeah, it was, we make a lot of noise before, but not many Malays actually know about this.
Yeah.
What is, to them, you know what they call it? Memperkasakan. But for what offense, you see? You must
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
30 years imprisonment, 100,000 ringgit fine, 100 lashes. For what kind of so-called transgression or against the law that you have done? and you don't fast during Ramadan. You don't go Friday prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't go Friday prayers, you can be punished under the Sharia provision. Then you kalwat, for example.
Yeah.
To be honest, we are right now committing kalwat. You know why?
Because there's
Because we are
four-
sitting with men who are not our muhrim.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
So that means if you go to the office, you work in a company,
Right.
it's the
they
same thing
can
lah.
always come and.
Correct, and it has happened.
Oh.
It has happened. Then you drop off your friend, a male, and then you can be caught kalwat in the car.
Yeah.
It has happened.
If you need a ride, even.
Correct.
That doesn't
Someone
make
was
sense.
caught as kalwat in Terengganu. This guy owns a restaurant. So after the restaurant closed, he usually will drop off his manager in front of the woman's house. They were caught for kalwat. You know, they were not doing anything, just talking.
Yeah.
And you know, he fought for years against this persecution. I call it persecution. And he won. And then he sued the state government religious authority.
Did he win that one?
I can't remember that one,
Okay.
whether he won on that one or not.
Okay.
But you see, that's the thing. Along the years, in fighting this, he lost his business. The woman lost. The husband divorced her. Yeah, because the reputation of committing kalwat. You know, it was. But that was. You see, what happened is politically motivated.
Yeah.
The guy was with UMNO, and the other one who actually reported.
It's
actually
another
from.
party.
Yeah.
So
I
you see,
understand.
it can be
Disalahgunakan, abuse. Yeah. So my question is, I mean, you bring up all these issues, and then you have your detractors, your people who disagree with you. They come on and say, "Biarlah, these are good laws because if you were a good Muslim, you will not do any of this." And I think they are very short-sighted in not seeing the long-term effects on society.
Suppress.
For how this is gonna go, should this be implemented?
Yeah.
You see until it happens to them. Until it happens to them or their family.
Yeah, I was
Then
thinking
only
of
they
that.
will realize that, oh my God, this is so unfair. That's always what happened. Again, I agree. They don't see the bigger picture. That, your sins, you are the one who will answer. But they have been taught that, if you don't try and stop a sin, you will be punished as well. Yeah, but this is, I don't know, that's why I keep questioning. If you notice all my videos or what I said, what kind of Islam being taught in Malaysia? Because what I know is that you bear your own burden. Meaning that if you commit a sin, you alone will bear. Not even your husband, not even your parents, not even anyone else, but you yourself will bear the sins of what you have committed. So you alone. No. So I see the problem is that people trust their ustads so much in this country, right? Whatever rubbish they spew, they tend to take it as the truth. And they will not question. Yeah. I actually I have issues as well before. And then I was lucky. I met people who studied the Quran in detail. Okay. And for me, I'm not anti-hadith, but any hadiths which are not in line with the principles of Quran should not be accepted. And so just because it is considered as a authentic hadith, even though it goes against what the Quran stands, you still accept that hadith. To me, is no. You must see the Quran is the ultimate word of God, right? I mean, that's the what we've been taught, and somehow or other the hadiths have come in, and that actually caused a lot of problems. And they won't be able to accept that, they say, oh, these are authentic hadiths. And then the way they try to translate as well, they mistranslate a lot of the hadiths, you know. I don't know whether you've seen one of my video where this PU, when I go against the Mufti, say some statement lah. So then he tried to back up with his argument using this hadith. But you know about pewaris Nabi. Yes, that's the word. You see the Mufti, I can't remember, is it Mufti Pahang or something said about the Ustaz are all pewaris Nabi and all that, you know. So I disagree with that, you know. So I actually say something. So he wanted to give it back to me that one hadith actually support his argument lah. Then I look at the hadith, it is not what he portrayed to the public. You see, in the hadith itself, you know, it doesn't say only ustads can be pewaris Nabi. You know, pewaris Nabi is actually
you can explain to them
you,
what it means.
yeah, you will have the characteristic of a prophet, basically a good characteristics. So actually in the hadith itself, it says pewaris Nabi are people who are intellectual, people who seek knowledge. So any one of us who seek knowledge can be will be a pewaris Nabi, meaning you are adopting the good characteristic of a prophet. So you know, for him only ustads
Do you feel that perhaps this country put a lot of faith in all these ustas?
Yeah, they are brainwashing our youngs and our people.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but you know.
Yeah, but it is, and there is no control from our government.
Of course.
You know, and the problem is our government condone these
So
ustads.
they're given power in that aspect.
They're not given the power, but they're given the, in a way, yes, power, but the opportunity to spread. To spread their misconstrued, you know, whatever teachings. For example, I just saw a video, one ustad, not just actually, I've seen somebody tag me. This video says that a Muslim man can marry an illegitimate child, a girl, under 3 circumstances.
Okay.
Seriously, I saw that, I was shocked. How can these ustads being allowed to preach something like that?
But if you don't control, so there's no way to even control or to even, you know, ensure.
I think it's all political lah. I mean, it has to come from the top. You know, to either nip this in the bud or to
not
let
just
it.
political. Our sultans are in charge of Islam. Yeah. So
that's
they
right.
they need to take more cognizance of what's going on right now. Because you see, they won't touch the elite Malays, including the sultans, you know,
Royal bloods.
but the one who suffer will be the Muslims,
Commoners lah, like us lah.
people like us.
And the new generation is going to be so suppressed and depressed about this because we work on social media. I mean, they work. I'm still, you know, the millennial youngsters are going to be. Well, how do you think it's going to affect them? Because on TikTok it says this. You have to be free to say this, and then you know it's hard for them to grow up knowing, oh, actually we cannot be as what we are portraying on TikTok or Instagram, because sooner or later whatever you say is gonna bite you back.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is the problem lah. I that's why I always believe I blame the authorities for condoning, for enabling this narrative. Okay, this is why, because you see they want to use this religious narrative to support them, to show that they are more Islamic than others.
Correct.
That's my what I see, and hence why I keep calling out for our politicians, do not use religion as your political mileage. But they keep on doing it. You know,
It's almost like second nature.
Yeah.
You know, to a point that whatever arguments that they want to,
I mean,
you know,
if you
push
You
forward.
relate it to that again,
and
right?
people don't. You see, a lot of people don't read. You know, they don't want to find out. See, I am very interested. You see, whenever I want to talk about my own faith, For example, why is it I am pro-liberalism, secularism? Why am I pro? Because you see, a lot of people never even heard about Islamicity Index. Yeah, Islamicity Index has exists for a while now. So every year they will make sort of comparison in the countries of the world. Which one is actually governing very Islamic way? Okay, and do you know that all the top 40 will be the so-called the cafe countries, meaning that like Denmark, Netherlands, all those cafe countries lah. The Muslim call as cafe countries, managed by the cafe people. These are the countries that actually come up Trump
on
the list. Yes. So why is that? Because they treat human rights. Human rights are actually what Islamic principles are about respecting, human rights,
people's personal rights.
Correct, and that is what Islam is all about. It's not rituals. It's not the way you dress. It's about how you treat others and how you treat yourself as well. So that is the look at Islamicity Index. If you have not heard it. It will every year list down the countries from number 1 until what is it? How many countries in the world? Malaysia always above 40. That is last time I saw 44 lah. That was Malaysia, and don't talk about other Islamic countries like they are way much more. This one at the bottom. So why is that? First of all, you see, these people have studied what is it really about the principles of Islam.
Would you say then it's because, like you say, these are all countries outside kafir countries, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that it's because for them, the knowledge about Islam is...
No, they don't follow Islamic way of governing. But their behavior, the way they govern their country, is actually the same as the Islamic principles in the Quran. You see, so they don't actually govern their country based on any sort of religious text. What they base is about human rights, about treating, like in the UK, a Muslim goes into a prison. They will provide the halal food for the Muslims. So this kind of treatment. So when they respect the rights of this person, as a Muslim, he can't eat haram food. So they provide the halal food. So that is what we call as the Islamic principle. So they don't base it on because of what Islam says. No, they respect the rights of this person as a Muslim, and this person cannot eat haram food. So they provide the halal food. So that is what we call as the behavior. It is the conduct.
Human rights.
It's not based on any religious sort of decision or what. No, but they respect the rights of. They don't have to. It is not. It's not required for them to serve halal food for the Muslim prisoners.
Yeah, because it's not a Muslim country.
Correct.
But
exactly.
because they follow
you
some
eat whatever I serve you. Okay.
Human decency dictates that they respect
Correct.
their personhood.
That's exactly what happened, and that's why they are always on top because they respect the rights of that individual, the rights of people, and so the dignity of a person. But here, despite being brainwashed day in day out about Islam, you look at the Malays behavior. They are the most corrupted in this country, that we've seen lah. All the one get caught are Muslims, so-called Muslims. You look at you read the comments made on social media.
Oh, most of them are
very un-Islamic. You condemn people, you berate people, you bring
curse people.
Bring them down. Aib lah. Aibkan,
exactly. So. It's like they're not portraying what is it to be a Muslim. To be a Muslim, you don't try and bring anybody's down. You don't try to shame others. You know, you don't
you
try.
help and you educate
Yeah,
instead of
you know. But you know, and they say like, oh, semoga mendapat hidayah. You know that, right? The common for them, like, oh yeah, mendoakan.
Semoga mendapat hidayah. So
Yeah,
you
how
can
do you know that you have the hidayah and I don't?
Yeah.
How do you know? You don't know, you see.
Yeah.
So you know, why don't you just pray for yourself and you look after yourself? Don't bother about other people.
Yeah.
I have not harmed
honestly,
any.
I get that a lot.
Yes.
Tapi I'll just say Alhamdulillah, thank you,
Yeah.
inshallah.
No, I don't even
hope
bother.
Allah. No, because I'm in this position where
Yeah.
I know if I say something,
Yes.
it's gonna be taken
Yeah.
out of context.
Yes,
just like
yes.
what's
Yeah.
Well,
happened to
that's
you.
where I want to come in and
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
you just don't care if
Yeah.
you're taken out of context.
Yeah.
You will come back and kind of refute
Yeah.
it and explain, right?
Yeah, no, I don't actually bother to
Yeah.
explain. No,
Oh.
no point.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wasting your time and energy. Yeah, just you need to have a very strong constitution to be able to ignore negativity.
Right.
Stay away from negative people who make negative comments, who disagree with you. I am all for disagreement. You can disagree with me, but don't judge me as if you know me.
Yeah.
Some people really think they know me, you know, like they
Don't
say-
judge me as if you're already in heaven.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
looking down.
Yeah.
That's basically it, right? I mean, I've seen your interactions on social media, online with various people, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do you feel that because there's so many of these people targeting you, do you at any one point feel safe, especially?
Well,
There have been a lot of
yeah. You see, I thought I was safe lah, and I got bombs under my car, right?
yes, I was gonna
So
go there.
yeah,
I saw that.
and then the disappearance, Pastor Ko, Amri Chekmat, you know, and all that. If it can be done to them, it can be done to me as well.
Yes.
I always think that. This is why I always try to be in the highlight of the public, and I will say so that people are fully aware. If I suddenly disappear, okay, you know who are the culprits lah. Yeah, it can't be any random person. You know, putting a bomb under a car. It can't be any random person. And the fact that where my car was when it was put is somewhere only the police or the court will know. Okay, and no one else will know where I was at that time, when the bomb was planted. And so I always put it out to the public so that the public knows that, you know, I know who.
And you have a lot of supporters from the public.
Yes, you know, thank God for that lah. If I die suddenly out of the blue because of stupid things, right? I hope people will not keep quiet lah. You know, they will keep on like Teo Beng Hawk case. You know, they continue to highlight, but thanks to the family as well. The family is very, you know, was that they push for the Teo Beng Hawk investigation.
Push for the truth.
Yes, exactly. They don't give up, which is important. Yeah.
You know, Siti, just now you were mentioning about how religious authorities sometimes they do and say things to moralize and to appear holier than thou. This is kind of expected anyway. But in your own personal circles, do you come across this attitude towards you from, you know, friends, relatives, family?
Incredibly, none of my family members judge me in any way. They just love me as I am. That is what I'm very grateful about. But of course, my siblings, there are 7 of us. Yeah, you know, they are in other WhatsApp groups, Malay groups. So they are okay. They occasionally they get. You know, news about me, right? And then people talk negatively in maybe perhaps their WhatsApp group. So we have a family group lah, you know, and at one time there was a photo going around showing me cheers, you know, to other members of, at that time I was in the council in Malaysian bar, but I was holding a Chinese tea actually, you know, actually personally, people who know me, they know me, I don't drink. I can't drink, actually. Okay, I'm very allergic to alcohol. So I don't drink actually, but because I always defend people, the right of people to drink. You know, that is nobody's business. Okay, because if it's poison, if it's a sin, they put into their body.
Yeah.
You know, and they are not forcing you to drink. So why are you trying to stop others lah? So that's why they always think that I'm a drinker lah. You know, I'm like kaki minum lah. Not that I care lah kan. But going back to my family member, so my brother posted that photo. You know, very upset lah with me, and then I said, you know, you really want to believe what people are passing around? You know, you should actually ask me first. Okay, whether is this photo real or not, you know. And so that's the extent of my, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, ultimately, my brothers and sisters, they are quite pious, yeah.
Okay.
They pray, they go haji, they, you know, my sisters wearing tudung and all that, you know, but they never tell me, when are you going to wear tudung?
Bila nak sampai seruan ni?
Or force me or things like that. No, you see, that's what I really love about my siblings. You know, they don't force onto me. They love me as I am. You know, and they never said, oh, you know, Noli, why don't you? Noli is my family name lah. So they, you know, go pray. You know, apa tu pakai tudung and all that. No, they never tell me. Not okay. Friends. Now maybe perhaps I don't circle myself with friends like that judge me based on the rituals or whatever. Perhaps because I surround myself with friends who
Like-minded people.
Definitely, especially the Malays. These are the people that either they believe my faith is my own, you know, and then you know, they will practice how they want to practice, and they believe that I will answer my own. So that's very easy here.
Well, I think in a room of like-minded women as well, it doesn't have to be faith. You know, people can talk about your moral compass, even without religion, to a point where how you dress, how you talk, how you speak, what you promote, you know, right now. And I think all of us have that kind of situation where we are put in where people that who are not your immediate circle, of course your immediate circle gets you. If not, they won't be your friend. If you're not friends with like-minded women, okay, then these are all just people who are out there judging you. And what more right now in society where you post up a video and it can totally be taken out of context. You know, I'll share similarly, right? And for me, it's not religion based, but I am a woman that promotes growing older, but growing older in my own terms, my rules. So sometimes, like right now, what I've been doing is getting ready with me videos. All right, where I'm allowed because I'm not Muslim, I'm Chinese. Okay, I will get ready in my bra, okay, in the toilet, and I will take a video. And I'm getting ready for my shows and all that. Of course, it's also a thirst video, but you know, that's other. But there was one or two comments, and it was so strange because this other woman that I met, not in KL, but she took on she was one of those women that took on Islam. All right, she was
a revert.
She's a convert, right?
Convert.
She was a convert.
Yeah, I don't like to use that word revert.
So she was a convert, but she was, and she's still an amazing woman, 60 over years old. She's a podcast person. She writes blogs. And when I met her, we got on really famously because she was so outspoken. She was funny. And she kept wanting to do stuff with me because she found out that I was a comedian. So for me, yes, I respect you, but she's like, okay, I write blogs about me joining Muslim. You know, some people have said a lot of bad things about me because she convert. She's she was a convert. Then she started stalking my Instagram, which was fine. And then all my getting ready videos, when she saw me in my sexy getting ready mode and all that. So she then messaged me privately and asked me why was it necessary for me to show off my
Body and
my
your
body
skin and
my
your body.
outfit,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I'm like, this is TikTok and Instagram. Have you seen the other women on this? You know, I mean, for me, I'm celebrating the fact that I'm at this age,
Yep.
that I am outspoken, that I want to be in this framework because I feel you can be sexy at being over 50.
Yes.
But the judgment that came, then she asked me again, with someone like you who is so famous in the industry, why is it necessary for you to post pictures and videos in this manner?
Suka hati aku lah.
Kalau aku nak tunjuk tetek aku punya tetek, bukan kau punya. You know, so and plus I'm not confined
to a certain
a certain religion.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
which-
even if you are a follower of a faith, you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I always believe if there is no harm done to others,
why?
leave people alone lah. Kan?
Yeah,
What harm
sama-sama.
have you done?
Nothing also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Judgmental lah. That's the thing.
That's what I mean. And then for me, it's like, why are you so judgmental? And then she'll put, oh, not for me because, and then she put the religion in. She said, oh, because I'm a convert, I will only have, my body is only for God, my breast is for God.
so twisted.
And then I'm like, that's
your business.
That's your business.
Exactly.
I understand,
Nobody
I
asking
understand.
you, you know.
Have you not
Yeah.
seen our Buddhist, my Tibetan Buddhist sculptures? They're all half naked anyway. You know? So
Yeah.
so that was the only closest thing that came. And I've been doing entertainment for how
Yeah.
long? So I was surprised.
Yeah.
you know?
I think to a certain extent there is good and bad when it comes to social media. We've talked
Correct.
about this before in another episode, right? So they think they are keyboard, which I so disagree calling them warriors. For me,
Yeah.
they're more like pengecut lah.
Yes.
They're not even slayers. They're just keyboard idiots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cowards.
Cowards. So because you cannot show themselves, they think they want to pin their opinion to even other people who are not in the same race or religion ke apa ke. Like, I believe in this. So you're a mother, you should be doing the same thing.
Okay, that's the other. You're a
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
Why you dress like this?
Yeah.
You're
So-
50 already. The skirt shouldn't be so short.
I find this is very a worrying new world of what's going to happen because my child is facing it now with the chat bullying and blah blah blah, and this is part of the chat bullying has been going around I think from like years ago. Tapi because now there's WhatsApp lah, there's Discord lah, there's so many different chat groups from the games, right? That I find that it's very it's hard for him to grow up. He's only 12, to know that somebody from a different world is actually bullying him with the fact that you're this, and then you can't play this. Who are you? Are you actually a Muslim? Are you actually? Tiba-tiba
Wow,
they go straight.
tiba-tiba.
Yeah, they go straight into because you're a Muslim, right? This is what. Then my son said, "What has that got to do with anything? I'm a gamer." You know, so why do you have to pin me? So I said, good for you. I'm telling him, you put your foot down.
Fight back.
Fight back, Ryan, and tell them and block them. If they are singling you out just because you are a Pan-Asian boy, yelah dia, I call him Saleh, fine. Tapi he's still a Muslim. You do not have to pin him down just because of this. And I think parents, my point is parents out there should educate and educate their children not to segregate. So they even have another WhatsApp group of piggies only, that means the non-halal kids are going to get together and the halal only, which is another name. That is very wrong.
Yeah.
So I told him, look, this is unhealthy. So do not join these piggies only just because they eat non-halal. Doesn't mean that you cannot be friends with them. But why are they segregating you? So what would you advise to, speaking from experience, right? They're very young. What should they do about this? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's for me. Is nurturing lah.
Yeah.
From parents as well as from school. Children, they don't develop this kind of segregation, hate and all that. It's all coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's how you nurture your children as well, which is quite very important actually. But school also plays very big role, because children spend a lot of time in school.
That's true.
And so I always believe that why I turn out not to be racist, not to be biased towards anyone, is because my parents never said one word about tengok Cina tu, tengok India tu, tak ada. Never. In fact, the way they show respect towards the what's his name, I can't remember now, but he's the only kind of kedai runcit, in my kampung, Chinaman. So the way they interact, so friendly, and then kalau tak cukup duit boleh hutang lagi, things like that. And the way my parents, the way I watch them, like interacting with other races, just like ordinary people. No racist remarks later on behind their back or what. I tak pernah dengar. And then in school, no racism in a sense that you are recognized based on your capability and your ability. So that is what I grew up with. And that's why I have no this perception or ideas about Cina macam ni, Melayu, India macam ni, Melayu macam ni. Sebab I don't grow up like that. I remember my bus driver, the bus that my parents pay monthly to take us from home to school. Is the most kindest man, like during the flooding. I think back in the 70 or 71 in Malacca, our school flooded. The big flood in Malacca. I remember he carry each one of us. We are small, standard 1, standard 2 at that time. Carry us on in his arm to take us to the bus. So this kind of there is no. I don't hear this rubbish that I hear
during
now.
that time.
Nothing. So that's why I grew up. Not having any perception about any race. My mom, in fact, I have said about, like really, like talking nice things about one doctor, Chinese doctor. He helps with the poor. Doesn't matter what race. So if let's say a Malay family who is poor, that goes to him, and then he will not ask for payment if that family is poor. My mom talks very, actually talk very highly about this Dr. Tan. Dr. Tan, his name. My parents never showed racism, never showed hatred to anyone, and that's how I grew up. I think children adopt your
behavior from the parents,
from parents, from teachers. So that is that's what I believe anyway.
Okay, and on that note, I think we can come to the same conclusion. It all starts at home. It starts with when you're very young at school. If people can be a bit more reasonable and tempered, and perhaps maybe mind their own
business,
religious business, everything
Yeah.
would be actually quite moderate, happy, and
Oh, definitely.
the world will be a better place to live in.
I mean, my school now got 2 canteens, one for Malays and one for non-Malays.
that's so sad.
I'm very shocked. My
Wow.
yes, exactly. There is not just my school. Apparently, a few schools in Malacca, they have 2 canteens, and the Malay canteen was requested by a Malay cikgu lah, Malay teacher.
All this
Backward,
segregation.
Yeah,
It's putting
I
us
don't
backwards.
understand. You see, probably in her mindset, she thinks that the Chinese
Will not
operated
wash the plates properly.
not halal enough lah, not halal enough, you know.
Padahal sabun sama je.
Yeah, exactly. But all the food are halal.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
They will never sell non-halal food. But why is this happening again?
Yeah.
I said again. I repeat. You
We
see,
should
this,
be moving forward.
this
Forward,
request
yeah.
by the teacher shouldn't be entertained.
Yeah.
Is that canteen selling non-halal food? No, all halal. It has always been since I'm small. Okay, since I attended school. But now you are segregating. You are condoning the segregation. You know, just because one Malay teacher asked for a Malay operator. Okay, so that's why. And you know, if I am the menteri, let's say menteri pelajaran lah, I will stop this nonsense. Why you have two canteens? You know, a lot of things lah. I would have changed, but
Such a small issue to...
yeah, well, to them it's big. You see, that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
When you condone this kind of requests, you are sealing the belief they have. You know, like, okay, I'm right. You know, that to have the Malay canteen. You know.
Yeah, and my rights are bigger than yours.
Yes.
Essentially, that's it.
That's right. So it is not. It is all about. I always believe any country where they are going really depends on the vision of the leaders. You know, if the leaders want to take Malaysia forward to become like, you know, more progressive, more successful, then we can actually, because we are not short of intelligent people. In fact, we are losing our intelligent people to other countries. For example, Singapore.
Yes.
Many have moved to Singapore. You know, and that is where I feel, you know, it has to be top bottom, not bottom top. Like people say, you know, we do our bit lah, you know, we talk to the, you know, do our events with the community, blah, blah. No. If there is no political will to change, no matter what you do on the ground, it's not going to happen. Because they will stick to their agenda. They don't care about, you know, what is it really good for the country. You know, we should increase our income, you know, not to worry about paying the bills. You know, that's what we should, you know. I mean, look at this Singapore. Singapore, the police, if I'm not mistaken, the constable, they are earning about 6,000 Sing per month. How much are we earning here for a constable? If I'm not mistaken, 1,500 ringgit. Or maybe 2,000 maximum. I don't know.
Sekarang dah.
Yeah, for now.
Increase.
What they earn. You know, I mean, you want to talk about abolish corruption amongst our blue boys or girls. You need to think about how are they going to live with the 1,500 ringgit per month.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to increase their salary to a decent amount so that they can live nicely with their family. You know, give them a allowance for their accommodation. I don't know, but we can do better. You know, this is how I always think about this. Why are our like the police, the army, the doctors, the
service
government,
industry.
the service industry in our government, they are not, they are not being properly looked
Compensated,
after.
yeah.
Look at the veterans army fighting for their pension.
Yeah, I
How
was
can
singing
they-
a song for them and I just heard all the stories of the Perwira. I'm
Yes.
like,
Why do they have to do that?
yeah.
These are the people that the country must look after. You know, why are you paying so much money to the ustad instead of you pay the money to the ustad? Well, I'm very frank about this.
Yeah.
You know, you should pay people who are in the army,
Yeah,
in the
service,
police,
yeah.
in our service industry, the doctors,
Educators,
Educators,
teachers.
teachers.
yeah.
Yeah. The
who
service
are
industry.
paying taxes and contributing to the
Correct.
country.
Why?
Right.
I don't understand this lah. If there's no political will, we will never change this country. We need political will.
That's the take.
Yeah, it is. For me, it comes down to the politicians. But yeah, our nation.
Well, and with that in mind,
Yeah. On that note, thank you, Siti, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate. Yes, so that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
thank you, Siti.
Finish.